ladies and gentlemen, we're back in Fallout New Vegas, my episode 20. It's a big milestone. 20 episodes of this game, wow. At 20 minutes, that's a lot of time spent in this game so far. If we come back to Red Lucy at the Fawn.
Welcome back, stranger.
To see if we can hand in those creatures' heads that we captured in the Vault 22.
Bring me a dozen giant mantis's eggs. If you accomplish this, I might gift you with greater tasks in the future. You'll find egg-carrying mantises in the wasteland, but a wise hunter would search at a mantis's breeding ground, like the nearby ruins of Vault 22. You've got yourself... So long.
Wait, what? Oh, now I get the quest. Well, I have to go back. Oh my god. The power of editing. Okay, for the power of editing, we're back in Vault 22 where we missed it last time. We might have found someone.
Can't run from me.
There's another one. Boom, get your arse out. Get your arse out. Get your arse in gear. God damn it. I am an idiot. Oh my god. Got my giant... Yep, there's Mantis heads. And we're heading back to Red Lucy. And we're here back at Red Lucy.
Welcome back,
Through the power
stranger.
of editing.
Do you have good news for the Thorn? Good work, stranger. The Thorn will nurture these eggs until their hatchlings are ready to bleed for us. Here's a compensation for your service. I trust that we're in agreement over it. I thank you, stranger. The Thorn thanks you. Bring me a dozen rad scorpion eggs. I'll see to it that you're rewarded fairly. The eggs I seek are not easy to find, stranger. Your best chances are in the mountains north of Good Springs and west from Quarry Junction. You've got yourself a deal. So long, stranger.
Right, okay. Now we're off to Good Springs. And that area where I was shooting rat scorpions earlier. Might torch them with an incinerator. We also need to repair our flame at some point because it doesn't look very good. We should use the AR-14 prototype to try it out. Let's try it out. Let's quit save. Get the AR-14 out. And over this ridge are the rat scorpions that we need. It's down there in that little patch in there. There we go. Almost an entire clip of this mag. And he's down. 50 whole XP, that's quite a lot. Now we're going to come out slightly. Wait until we get hidden and come back and shoot this last one. Oh, there's more. Didn't take much of that mag. There's a lot of rat scorpions down there. There's one there, another one in the background over there. There's two in there. There's one right here. Let's go down there and take a look. You know what, maybe this isn't the best idea for right now. Maybe we should come back later. I have another quest that's lined up we'll probably do right now. We'll jump to the Strip North Gate. We have that quest from earlier. One down, Atomic Tango.
There's talk of someone going
We'll
into
just get this guy.
38 to talk to Mr. House. That's bullshit.
Hello again. The name's Old Ben. I've been living in Freeside since the day I was born. I've done a bit of everything around here. Courier, butcher, crier, escort, gun for hire. Some of which I'm not proud of, but I do my best to help around town when needed. Well, I suppose you could look at it that way, but I was packing a whole different kind of heat. No, escort just sounds better than man-whore. Yep, I was damn good at my job, too. But after a while, I just felt like a piece of meat and had to quit. Exactly one of the reasons I got out of that job. Too many shifty characters looking to have someone else move their hot items. My father ran a butcher shop here in town, but business went downhill when another vendor started selling this strange meat at half our prices. You're telling me, not long after my father's shop went under and he passed away from the loss, people around town started experiencing shakes. No one gets shakes like that unless they're eating human flesh, but no one would believe me. This sick bastard gradually went insane and passed away. Wasn't long before someone moved into the guy's place and found half-buried human remains in the crawl space. I didn't bother saying "told you so." After a while, I made enough money to get a passport into Vegas. Back then, you could get approved for entry for a fraction of what it costs now. Well, I got a job working as a crier outside of the Tops, advertising for the local talent performing at the casino. That didn't last long. Well, being a suave young guy, I chatted up the ladies from time to time, and one of the manager's girls started to take a liking to me. I never touched a woman, but the jealous prick decided it was my time to go. He framed me by saying I'd stolen from the casino. Sure enough, a few grand was missing from the casino vault. I have to assume the bastard stole the funds and figured I was a convenient fall guy. Yeah, but what can you do? I was stripped of my casino apartment and all of my belongings and booted back into Freeside. From there, I didn't have a lot of career options, as my rep was destroyed. So the escort job sort of fell into my lap. No pun intended. When I quit the escort job, I had enough money to buy a pistol belt and some other gear. Bodyguards make a good, honest living, and I had the wits and physical build to handle most thugs. After saving a few tourists from trouble, I got a reputation for being a stand-up guy again, and after a decade, managed to save up enough to retire. All right. I'm retired, but life has been a bit dull without some kind of action. What's the job? Ah, I get you. So you think because of my past escort work, I'd be interested in that kind of thing. I got out of that work because it just made me feel empty inside. What makes you think I would ever go back to that degradation?
Oh, confirmed bachelor perk. Oh.
I never put much thought into the well-being my clients got out of my services. I suppose they only get as much as I put into it. Tell Garrett I'd be happy to start at the Wrangler immediately. This should be a nice change of pace from retirement. Those bots are programmed to vaporize anyone who...
Okay, I think I've had enough here. Let's go.
Yep.
Right, let's go back and talk to someone else. We got old Ben, that's one. I mean, a set spot, somehow. And there's someone else. I think a dual cowboy. Or a cowboy. Or a dual. I have no idea. So originally, the entirety of Freeside was meant to be much, much bigger. However, due to limitations of consoles, bloody consoles, they had to make it like much, much, much smaller. These fucking guys.
You want someone dead?
Make a
Really
restop
dead?
the atomic
Stop
Also,
by the
quick,
silver rush and we'll
this
be
person,
ready.
the voice actor, is a child. Just to let you know. Just checking, do we need to make a, do we need to get speech to get extra money off this guy?
Welcome back. What can I get you? And who would that be? I've heard some stories of that old guy. I'm amazed he's still alive with how much he's been through. If the stories are true, he'll be a valuable commodity here at the Wrangler. I appreciate the find.
On.
Right, what's next? Next is not the set spot. We'll do that last. Holy shit. Set spot, set. Oh, hold on. You know what we should do? We should get the kings on our side at the same time.
Lasers, plasma, pistols, grenades. We've got it all.
What do we have here? Another petitioner for the king? Anything's possible, I suppose. How much is it worth to you to meet the big man? You know what? I like you. Half the people around here, they forget who runs this place. Head on through. The king's the bored-looking guy by the stage. Can't fucking miss him.
Hi, Rex! Stop growling at me.
Rexy, someone new's come to see us. Poor boy. He hasn't been feeling well lately. I'm the king. What can I do for you? Maybe so. Maybe so. You look like you might be able to handle yourself. Tell you what, you do me a favor, and I'll have some more work for you when it's done. Sound good? I'll start you off with something easy. Did you notice the bodyguards for hire near the gates when you entered Freeside? It's good money if you can stay alive long enough. Freeside's not as safe as it used to be, so the money is well earned. Usually well earned, that is. Recently, my men tell me that one of those bodyguards, a fellow named Oris, is making a little too much money. He's making a killing in repeat business. Once someone hires him, they never want anyone else. I want you to find out why. Specifically, I want you to hire him. Play the part of an innocent tourist and follow his lead. If nothing happens, so be it. But I'm guessing things won't go so smoothly. Call it a hunch. So, what do you say? Okay then. Once you part ways, return here. I'll look forward to hearing your report. Oh, and take this to cover the hiring cost.
Okie dokie, I'm going to talk to Oris at the front of this place.
Hey,
I might just teleport to the north gate. Is this the right gate? I think so. Okay, well here's Oris right here.
If you need to cross Freeside, no one will keep you safer than I will. 200 caps gets you my watchful eye for a trip to the South Gate. Done and done. I want to mention a few things up front. In order to ensure your safety, I need you to follow my instructions to the letter. We'll be heading down the main street here the whole way down. No detours. You go off sightseeing, and I go off to find another customer. I'll keep a brisk pace, so try not to fall behind. Now let's head out.
It's helpful when you start this quest to have a good medicine
To
skill.
your left here is the old Mormon fort.
However, I might just
Get roughed up, the
butcher my way
followers
through
will
it.
patch you right up.
You'll see what I mean.
For any of their services. Up ahead on the next block is where the kings hang out. Don't let them scare you.
Come to
They don't
Mick and
outnumber
Ralph's
you
for
5
all
to
your
1,
shopping
it'll be
needs.
fun. Down to the right here is the fun part of town. You haven't seen Freeside till you've been to the Wrangler.
personal space meaning anything to you, guy?
Hey, slow down. I don't like the look of some of those men ahead. Let's take a different way around.
No, don't run off. Now you've suddenly got a running pace that's faster than Usain Bolt. Jesus Christ, woman.
Gotcha. Thought you could ambush us, huh? Nothing to worry about. If you had hired one of those other hacks, you'd be up to your ass in lowlife right about now. Noticed that, did you? I keenly aimed one of the shots through some soft tissue of one of them to hit the man behind him. Call it a hunch. You do this job for long enough and you learn to trust your instincts.
Still alive, pretend to be dead, huh? Crit save this.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Paying us enough to put up with this shit.
Yep, that's what happens if you hit them in the face.
Kill this one.
Maybe we shouldn't have shot him. However, fuck it. That's my response to that. Right, zoomy zoom.
What do you have for me?
They were hit.
Ah, so it went down like that, huh? I guess it can't be helped now. Well, you're not subtle, but you get the job done. That's good enough for me. Maybe you can help me with something more important. A lot of folks around these parts who've been here a while resent the sheer number of people that have come into the area since the Strip was built. In turn, the newcomers, most of whom come from the NCR, have gotten ornery from being resented. Sometimes things get violent. This is one of those occasions. Recently, a few friends of mine were attacked, and I want you to find out who did it. Words come that they just woke up over at the old Mormon fort just north of here. Head on over, see if they remember anything. Good. I like that enthusiasm. Return when you have some information we can use.
Don't worry, Rex, I'll come back to you another time. Okay, I just wondered what the other marker was.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's.
Of course you do. The hell's that marker up there? What the hell? What the hell?
Howdy. I've been around a while, currently working for the Followers as a gun for hire, but it's getting rather dull. Aside from protecting them from the occasional thug looking to intercept supply shipments, there isn't much to do around here. The one researcher I liked who I could chat up about liquor got transferred, and the rest of the docs are pretty uptight about my kind of fun. I've been around long enough to observe the patterns of human behavior. Physical and mental anguish are especially exciting to explore. Hey, who doesn't enjoy a little pinch and squeal every once in a while? They already have that pig McCaffrey working for them. Do they need another guard? I've escorted my share of idiot tourists around Freeside. Too much trouble for what it pays. I'm all boot, knives, and leather, friend. And a ghoul besides. What kind of weirdo wants what I've got? Weirdos into bullwhips and necrosis, huh? Doesn't sound half bad. What am I thinking? I'm no whore. And I ain't about to hand my ass over to some penny-ante hustler like he owns me. They do have a damn good selection of hooch over at the Wrangler. If I get to choose my customers, if I get to be a little rough with them, if my cut is fair, and if I get that discount, that just might work. Tell the Garretts I'll stop by to work out terms.
That's her done. Who else is next? I don't think I'm on the right quest. I'm getting the wrong quest marker here. But I know where to go anyway. I did, I think. No, maybe this one. This is the one.
I don't talk to nobodies. Not when I'm having the time of my life.
Maybe this isn't the right one. The time of your life. You're in a freaking medical tent. How is this the time of your life? Still the one bloody one.
Hello. I ain't got any reason.
What is it? Can't you see I want to be left alone with my friend here? Oh, that's different then. How can I help? I'll do anything to get the bastards that did this. Well, it happened at night, around 11. We'd recently made some caps off a bit of scrap we found and wanted to invest it wisely. As we were leaving the Wrangler, we must have taken a wrong turn and ended up in the squatter side of town. From out of nowhere, these big guys show up and start barking questions at us, wanted to know if we were locals. The kid there's about as proud as a local around here gets, and started yelling back at him. Then all hell broke loose. Kid got the worst of it, sad to say. They were big guys, young too, no old geezers like me. Hell, none of them looked even half my age. I was mostly face down in the dirt, begging for my life when it happened, so I only got a quick look at them. I hope you find the bastards that did this. If you want, try asking my friend Wayne over there about him. He saw more than I did.
To talk to you. Scram. That true? Did the king really send you? I don't really know what else I can add. They were a bunch of guys, better dressed than most Freesiders, I guess. That help? Sorry I couldn't help more, especially since you're being so nice. Hey wait, I just remembered something. I might have heard one of the guys that attacked us call another by name. We had just about had it when...
Wayne,
Hey Lou,
it's
we gotta
okay.
go.
The king
At least I
sent him.
think he said Lou. Might have been something else. Now that I think of it, he said Lou something. Something with a T. Tenant, that's what he called him. Lieutenant.
He probably said Lieutenant Wayne. The boy means well, but he's dumb as a mutant sometimes.
Who are you?
Hey.
I don't know what happened there. That was a bit weird. The game just alt-tabbed for some reason. Anyway, let's go back. Let's have a look at the recording actually. Okay, well I've just checked the video now and it's gone to the end of the episode sadly. So I'll see you all in episode 21. This has been an amazing series so far. I hope to see you stick around to the end, which will be in about 50 episodes time probably. Or longer, maybe. But anyway, thanks everyone for watching. I've been ZTed. I'll see you, hopefully, next time. That was a scream. What the fuck?
What's up?